It's Elaine from Elaine's Adventures, back with another video. I know it's been a minute, almost 3 to 4 months since I've made a video. I've been busy, so I'm just gonna give y'all an update on my life. So I am starting 602 Monday, NR 602. When I last talked to you guys, I think I was in NR 511. Of course, let me just slow down, recap. I am in Chamberlain. I'm currently going through the FNP program. I got 5 more months. I have a whole countdown on my phone, like 5 months, so many days, so many. It's serious. Like, I'm ready to be done. I'm a single parent, living by myself. Now I'm married, just me, my daughter, and my dog. And I am 5 months away from graduating. I'm so ready to be done. So again, I am starting NR 602 Monday. I've been on spring break. Thank Lord, it's been nice. I've enjoyed it. Just been relaxing, not having to do assignments. It's been nice. But let me catch you guys up. So I did my NR 511, which is where I started my precepting. This NR 602 will be my 3rd round of precepting. So let me just say this. My preceptor, I'm keeping the same preceptor for 4 classes. And then my last class, I will have to have a peds, which I found one, thank the Lord. So with this program, you can stay with the same preceptor. If that preceptor sees pediatric patients, then you can continue with that same person. But you have to have a certain amount, of pediatric patients seen in the time that you're in clinical for those 5 classes. So I have, I'm keeping the same preceptor for these next, I got 2 more classes. And then my last class, which will be NR 667, I believe, I will be with my pediatric preceptor. So my first day at clinical, I was going to try to like document all that. It's been a lot. I do my clinical days Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, off Thursday, and I'm weekend option. So I work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So my weeks are like busy. So when I tell you I have enjoyed spring break, I've enjoyed not worrying about assignments, clinical. I even took an extra day off of work just so I can enjoy this time because it's been a lot. So like I said, I have a packed out week. My preceptor is the best. Like, she's the best I can ask for. I'm at the point now where I, of course, every patient we see, I see the patient first. If we see acute patients, I do O cards, onset, location. Say we have a patient with an acute issue come in with the earache. When did it start? Onset. We already know left or right ear, location. You know, how long has it lasted? Is it stabbing? Is it aching? What have you taken for it? You know, that type of situation. Are you allergic to, you know what I'm saying? Just those questions for the acute patients. I know, boom, we'll start out with that. And then also, and whenever she have follow-ups, I go in first and I ask, you know, okay, are you taking your metformin 2 tablets once a day, or 2 tablets, or however they're taking it? Are you checking your blood sugars at home? How are they running? You know, are you eating a lot of rice breads? Like, I've learned so much. Even hypertension, are you taking your lisinopril? You know, this many milligrams. You check your blood pressure. Are you consuming salt? How much water do you drink? Are you like, I've learned those questions. I got that part down. And then I go in and do my own assessment on the patient. I come out and I present to my, my preceptor, hey, this is Miss, I'll just make up a name. This is Miss Susie. She's here for her 3-month follow-up, taking her diabetes medicine, taking her hypertension medication. This is today's blood pressure. That's with medications. Blood sugar has been good or bad, or however, I think she's doing good. Not, assessment wasn't remarkable. Like, I've learned a lot. I've learned a lot in this time frame. And when I tell you, when I first started, I was like, I don't know anything. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to go. But I've just learned so much. And that was my main worry, was I've been online for months. How am I going to go into, this time with my preceptor and know anything? When I tell y'all I didn't know anything, I knew my basic nursing. Like, I knew what the pills were for. And honestly, some of the pills, I still don't know what they're for. I have to look them up. But I thankfully have a preceptor that's like, hey, if you don't know, look at it, look it up, then proceed. You know what I'm saying? So that's the best part. But I've had to learn balance, because I'll get off, my clinic days are about from, I say 8 to 3:34, sometimes 5. And then I get off, come home. I have an 8-year-old. So most of the time I'm trying to figure out what her homework is, what she needs to read, what she needs to do, get her situated, and then I log patients. So in my first clinic rotation, every patient I saw could be an hour. Well, in our 601 could not. I had to log these patients one patient every 30 minutes. Like, your patient, because basically what they told us as an NP, you see multiple patients within an hour. You're not going to see one patient every hour, which is true. But with the complexity of the patients that my provider sees, like, she sees a lot of people who do not speak English, and they cannot afford, their medication. So sometimes it's a balance. Like, they may be on this medication and it may be costing them a lot of money, and she's taking the time calling people and being like, hey, who, looking at GoodRx, trying to figure out where they can get their medications cheaper. So sometimes, like, I have to write in there, patient presented to clinic for a formal follow-up stating unable to afford current medications. We had to, find them a cheaper price for their medicines. So it's a lot. It's exciting. I have enjoyed my clinic rotation so far. I have no complaints. My preceptor is the absolute best. Like, I absolutely love her. I'm very thankful to God that I was able to find her, and I was able to, be with her during this time. So my classwork now, it is not slacked off at all. In our 511, I had a lot that I had to do. And then in our 601, we had a week of a big case study, like 10-page case study. Not to mention, I'm still trying to do clinicals. I'm still trying to take care of my daughter. So I know people are like, oh, if you can cut back on work and do it. I honestly could not. I'm still doing the program. I'm still going through the program and working and taking care of my daughter. It's a lot, but thankfully, be unto God, I'm going into NR 602 Monday, and I have 2 more classes after that, and I will be done. I'm so excited. It's very hectic, very much so hectic. Some of the assignments that I just got done with, the only reason I remember NR 601 so good because I just finished it. So like I said, there's a big case study. I had a class, I'm not remembering, I think it was NR 511, where we had 2 discussion questions due in the same week. Like that Wednesday, 2 were due, and you had to reply to 2 different people on different days. And it was a lot. So the workload, it don't get any easier because you're in, clinic. It actually, sometimes, in my opinion, got a little bit harder. Those were some heavy classes. So that's one reason I learned in our 511 to do as much in the beginning for clinical that you can. Like, I was doing 2 days. By the end, I was doing 3 because I needed to go ahead and get my clinical days finished so I can go ahead and have like week 7 and 8 where I could just be done and doing my final. It normally takes me about 6 to 7 weeks to complete all my hours, the 120 hours that you have to do. And it can be a lot when you have to log these patients in for 30 minutes. Like, they can't be an hour. You can get it done a lot quicker if every patient could be logged in as an hour, but they can't. And then not even the work, but logging the patient. Sometimes, like, my preceptor may see 11 patients in a day. I have to sit down and log every patient. Now, in our 511, the documentation for the logs was not as extensive as it was for NR 601. NR 601, you have to document the chief complaint, the CPT code, which I had a book, with the codes in it. And then you had to basically give a brief summary of the visit, which wasn't bad. But if there was a complex patient, it took time to sit down and say, patient presents to clinic for, anything. You know what I'm saying? It just took time, because you might have a simple 4-month follow-up with no complaints, or you could have a 4-month follow-up with ear pain, back pain, like all the complaints, and they want to talk about every single thing. And of course that takes time. So I've learned a lot. I'm still learning a lot. Some days I'm like, God, I cannot do this, but I can. I honestly have prayed. That's the only thing that keeps me going is prayer. And if y'all know where to pray for me too, because it's been a lot, but I'm still enjoying it, still going through it. Thank you guys that, you know, commented on the last video. I'm gonna try to answer all those comments, but when I start clinic, I barely can answer text messages. I feel bad for my family, because I'm like, I'm sorry. I saw your message. I'm going to reply, but I'm just trying to get through clinical, logging patients and doing schoolwork, and my child work. You know, her doing schoolwork is a lot. Thankfully, we're coming close to the end of her being in school. So maybe the months of June and July and August won't be so bad for me, because I won't have to worry about her, because she'll be on summer break. But I also, I have summer break coming up. After this class, we have a week off again for summer break, which I'm looking forward to. I feel like this week off and then starting class, having that class and having another week off afterwards will help me, because then I only have 2 more after that. I also have to go to Chicago again in October. I believe it's the 16th and 17th. It's like a Sunday and a Monday for a review. If I can remember, I would try to document that. And I know I would definitely come back and give a video telling you about the review. It's our review for our exam, of course, that we're going to take at the end, whichever one I decide to take. I haven't even got that far, so we're not going to go talk about that. But so yeah, it's been a lot. Just taking it one day at a time. Thank you guys for watching this video, and hopefully it won't take me so long to make another one. Thanks.